Now on Good Morning Northwest, accused of killing 4 college students, will Bryan Kohberger waive extradition and come back to Idaho? What else we've learned about him and why Moscow's police chief wants you to share his information.
It is a cold and cloudy start. We're going to look at the first week of the new year to see what we can all expect.
And Monday Night Football suspended. A player collapsed mid-game. His heartbeat restored on the field. What we know about Damar Hamlin's condition this morning. You're watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News Now. Thanks for being with us. I'm Robin Nance. Derek's off this morning. He worked late last night. It is Tuesday, January 3rd. Let's get you on over to Mark, and our first alert forecast could see some slippery roads.
Yeah, we've got some patchy freezing fog, really acting like some light snow. 27 degrees into Coeur d'Alene. We're sitting at 27 in Spokane. Downtown sitting at about 30. Here, look at the 4 things you need to know. The patchy freezing fog is going to be with us throughout the morning. It is going to be cloudy and cold today. Temperatures below average. Isolated flurries will be moving through the area more so tonight and again on Wednesday. And that wintry mix coming in midweek Wednesday through Thursday. And we'll talk about that coming up in just a little bit. We look at the satellite and radar, and we have had that dense cloud cover that is bringing out that light freezing fog just in our area. Doppler radar certainly picking it up on the ground level. It's passed through Spokane. We see heavier amounts up on Highway 2 and 395. So if you're going to be traveling there, allow yourself a little more time, go slow and take it easy. Now, we're really forecasting a bit of a cloudy day today. Temperatures hovering in the upper 20s all day today with our high of 30 expected 2 and 3 o'clock.
He is accused of killing 4 U of I students, and in just hours, a WSU criminology student will go before a judge more than 2,500 miles away. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk with our latest details.
That's right, Robin. Right now, we are just a few hours away from an extradition hearing scheduled for 12:30 p.m. our time in Pennsylvania for Bryan Kohberger. He's expected to waive extradition, but the criminal complaint in the case will remain sealed until the 28-year-old returns to Idaho to face charges. His lawyer telling ABC News that Kohberger remains calm despite knowing the death penalty is on the table. According to ABC News, investigators were able to link Kohberger to the crime in part by running DNA from the crime scene through a public genealogy database. Police used the investigative tool to first find relatives, then zero in on the alleged killer. Police last week wouldn't confirm what evidence they had connecting Kohberger to the crimes. But what do we know right now? Sources have also told ABC News that on Kohberger's road trip with his father from Pullman to Pennsylvania, where he was arrested, they were pulled over twice in Indiana, once for speeding and once for tailgating about an hour apart. Sources also say the FBI was watching his Pennsylvania home for 4 days before the arrest. And Kohberger's family has also released a statement since his arrest, saying in part, quote, "We care deeply about the 4 families who have lost their precious children. There are no words that can express the sadness we feel, and we pray each day for them. We have fully cooperated with law enforcement to seek the truth and promote his presumption of innocence." Coming up in 30 minutes, what Kohberger's neighbors and former classmates are saying about the accused killer. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
And there is still a lot we don't know right now about Bryan Kohberger and the evidence police have connecting him to the crime. A lot of that is because of restrictions on pretrial publicity and things that legally can't be revealed until Kohberger is brought back to Idaho. Kohberger's lawyer says he intends to waive the extradition hearing to expedite the process because he is, quote, eager to be exonerated. As soon as Kohberger's extradition is waived, he will be cleared for detectives to bring him back to Idaho. At this point, we don't know exactly how or when that will happen. And the answers we are all waiting to hear are in the probable cause affidavit. That is on file with the court, and it cannot be opened until Kohberger is in Latah County and has been served the arrest warrant.
As the chief indicated, this is not the end of this investigation. In fact, this is a new beginning. That said, I promise you we will share with you through the court process or otherwise whatever we are allowed to.
Once in Idaho, they will hold a preliminary hearing. If the judge determines there is enough evidence for trial, the defendant is sent over to district court for an arraignment. At that point, they will enter a plea, and if Kohberger pleads not guilty, they'll begin the long process toward a trial. As of now, Kohberger maintains his innocence, and if this case goes to trial, it could lead to a lengthy battle in court. When asked, the family of one of the victims said they plan on being there every step of the way.
We'll probably rotate different people there, but yeah, we're going to definitely look this guy and look him in his eyes. He's going to have to deal with this, and he has been dealing with this for 7 weeks. It's it's not about to end.
Even though they have a suspect in jail, investigators say they still need your help more than ever to make sure they have the right person.
Now we know who we're looking at. We want information on that individual. We want that updated information so that we can start building that picture now. Every tip matters. Everything, every piece matters. So we just want, our community and the nation to continue to send us that.
Chief Fry asked that you spread Kohberger's name and photo online and ask those who know him to come forward and contact the tip line by email or phone. The address and the number, they're on your screen right now. They can also be found on KXLY.com. A Buffalo Bills football player is in critical condition right now. The Bills-Cincinnati Bengals Monday Night Football game was suspended when Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed after suffering a cardiac arrest on the field. After several minutes of CPR, Hamlin was revived and transported to a local hospital for treatment. He is currently sedated and in critical condition. The injury happened when Hamlin tackled Bengals wide receiver T. Higgins in the first quarter of the game. Hamlin got up and collapsed shortly thereafter. The NFL Players Association released this statement saying the NFLPA and everyone in our community is praying for Damar Hamlin. We've been in touch with Bills and Bengals players and with the NFL. The only thing that matters at this moment is Damar's health and well-being. We will keep you updated with the latest right here on 4 News Now. Good morning. Northwest time is now approaching 7 minutes after 6 o'clock. And Mark is here taking a look at the roads for us.
Roads look pretty good in Kootenai County and the Coeur d'Alene area and up through Hayden. We're seeing pretty good roads here with de-icers onto many of those main arterials. But it's those side roads that are untreated that could fall prey to some patchy freezing fog. Your full forecast coming up.
The actor who plays Hawkeye in the Marvel movies is fighting for his life this morning. Coming up, what happened to Jeremy Renner? And the minimum wage has gone up again in Washington, the good and the bad that comes with that. Just ahead.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app. At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
What I want people to know about Numerica's involvement is that it's genuine.
I work at a company that supports the community because we're a part of it.
It's important to give back to the community you live in. We are truly here to help, and we're passionate about it.
Hi, I'm Chris with Clark's Tire and Automotive. Right now is the best time to get your vehicle in to get it checked over. Come on in for a free winter inspection. We're going to check your brakes, shocks, struts, tires, air filter, wiper blades, and your heating and cooling system to make sure you're winter ready. If you can't make it into one of our shops, give us a call. We now have a mobile service. We offer a 2-year, 24,000-mile parts and labor warranty. We support our local law enforcement, our schools, our nurses and doctors, and we're here to support you. Come and try us out. We are a friendly neighborhood service repair center.
Is one casino really any better than the next? Well, at Northern Quest, we've got the largest gaming floor in the region, not to mention the most slot titles, the most payouts, the largest selection of table games, the lowest minimum bets, the highest maximum bets, and a state-of-the-art sports book. So you tell us. Northern Quest, yes, the best. Don't miss our $50,000 Cool Cash Hot Seats giveaway, January 12th and 26th.
Have you been dreaming of upgrading your truck with exterior styling or custom accessories?
Or tricking out your interior with leather kits and heated seats?
Well, wake up, because Parker Extreme can help make your dream rig a reality.
Stop in and get advice from our skilled Parker Extreme team. They have the knowledge and experience to help you make the right choice for your car, truck, or SUV.
Your dream truck is here at Parker Toyota Extreme. You just haven't built it yet.
It's time. Time to set your eyes free. Free from limitations in your vision. Free from glasses and contacts. Free to see your best and be your best. It's time to smile. Smile is state-of-the-art laser vision correction, or LVC for short. Smile is easy on the eyes. It's bladeless, flapless, and effortless.
Contact Empire Eye Physicians today to learn more about Smile, the new alternative to LASIK.
It's our annual Red Hot Clear the Lot blowout sale at Jennifer's Auto Sales and Service.
It is 6:10. Here's a look at what's new on Good Morning Northwest. This morning, actor Jeremy Renner is in the hospital, injured in a snowplow accident near his home in Reno, Nevada. According to TMZ, witnesses say Renner's leg was caught under the snowplow while he was trying to clear the path in front of his home on New Year's Day. Overnight, the two-time Oscar nominee's publicist saying Renner suffered blunt chest trauma and orthopedic injuries and has undergone surgery. Just last week, Renner shared videos of his large snowplow and last month posting an image saying Lake Tahoe snowfall is no joke. He remains in critical condition. Whether you switch jobs or stayed put, there's a good chance you saw a raise recently. The Federal Reserve Bank of Atlanta says wages for workers who opted to stick with their companies made 5.5% more in November compared to a year earlier. People who switched jobs saw their paychecks jump 7.7%. Mourners are turning out in droves to pay final respects to former Pope Benedict as his body lies in state. Benedict XIII died Saturday at age of 95, nearly 10 years after he shocked the world by announcing his retirement. After his funeral Thursday, the body of the former pope will be buried immediately in the crypt of the grotto under the basilica, where more than 90 popes have been laid to rest.
On this Tuesday morning, your 10-second takeaway, it's all about that patchy freezing fog out there, that low cloud deck. So light winter gear is going to be needed today. Caution walking around the parking lots and sidewalks. Our high today just 30 degrees.
A new year brings the minimum wage in Washington up to $15.74 an hour. That's an 8% increase. But some local businesses say they can't keep up with that increase without making some adjustments. They say they are switching up operations and figuring out ways to work more efficiently to keep up with the increase. Uncle Rusty's Diner could not swallow the 8% increase, so customers are already seeing new prices on the menu. The owners upped some menu items by a quarter or even 50 cents. They realize it may prevent some people from coming in, but they also know they can work around it.
No, it's not an all-around bad thing. It's all right. We'll make it through it, but we just have to tighten our belts. We're gonna have to edit our menu to see what doesn't sell. Maybe make some changes on our menu.
A First Avenue Coffee is also feeling the pinch, but it is trying not to increase prices, but trying to bring in more customers through the doors. Good Morning Northwest time is now 6:12. It's Republicans' turn to take control of the U.S. House. It's already starting with some controversy, though. Who will lead them? And one of their own who's being investigated by a foreign country. That story coming up. And as we head to a commercial break, a look this morning at the towers of the steam plant, rather. We are seeing some freezing fog in some of our areas. What else is coming our way? Mark's full forecast just ahead.
4 News Now is brought to you by Chewelah Casino.
Sign up for breaking news alerts with the 4 News Now app.
What's better than super fresh fruits and vegetables? Yep, you've got it. Super fresh fruits and vegetables on sale.
Swing into Super One Foods this Thursday and save big during our 12-hour produce sale. Dole bananas just 48 cents a pound. Cosmic Crisp apples just 78 cents a pound. And whole sweet cantaloupe 58 cents a pound.
Super One Foods 12-hour produce sale this Thursday only. Hey, it's better than fresh.
Whitworth's Health Science program is expanding in a big way. And now's the time to make plans to advance your career by joining us in one of our emerging advanced degree programs. Our 38,000 square foot health science building will house simulation labs and classrooms that resemble actual clinical environments and allow for interprofessional collaboration. Everything you need to take the next steps in your career and help people live better lives. Learn more today.
In every child, there is hope. In every child, there is joy. Joy exists to shine the light and to show every child is limitless.
Kylie and I are excited to show you the rugged good looks and adventurous spirit of this all-new Subaru Outback.
It has a roomy interior and almost 9 inches of ground clearance that make on or off-road driving fun.
Plus, Subaru's legendary safety features like symmetrical all-wheel drive and EyeSight driver assist technology.
Visit ParkerSubaru.com or drop by the dealership to learn why Subaru is Kelley Blue Book's most trusted brand for 8 years running.
Right now, it's the Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene.
Save
thousands on the new Revolutionary Swim Spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation and one day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
Taxes aren't free, but your furnace could be. This holiday season, when you purchase a Daikin air conditioning unit, you'll receive a Daikin furnace free. That's right, free. Let us keep you and your family comfortable all year round. Contact Mainstream today.
It's now 6:15. It is the first day of the new Congress on Capitol Hill. As Republicans are set to take control of the U.S. House, GOP leader Kevin McCarthy is still short the votes he needs to clinch the speakership. ABC's Em Nguyen reports from D.C.
This morning, a new Congress is set to convene with Republicans taking control of the House of Representatives. But there's still much uncertainty over the vote for Speaker. With only 4 Republicans to spare, GOP leader Kevin McCarthy of California is struggling to secure the votes he needs to clinch the gavel. 5 conservative members already said outright they won't support him. And even as McCarthy makes some concessions, including making it easier to remove him from his post, 9 others remain unconvinced, sources say. Representative Bob Good on Fox News.
I suspect 10 to 15 members will vote against him.
If McCarthy isn't initially elected, the quest for Speaker could extend into multiple rounds of votes, something that hasn't happened in a century. Despite that, McCarthy appears confident his staff are spending the day moving his belongings into the Speaker's office.
Are you prepared to make more concessions in exchange for more support?
I hope you all have a very nice New Year's.
Meanwhile, McCarthy will need a yes vote from George Santos, the congressman-elect from New York who faces new legal trouble after admitting to lying or embellishing details of his career, college, and Jewish ancestry. Prosecutors in Brazil say they are reopening a 2008 criminal case against Santos for allegedly paying for goods with a stolen check. The case was suspended until now because police could not find Santos. It's on top of multiple investigations against Santos here in the U.S. Despite scrutiny from both sides of the aisle, top GOP leaders have largely remained silent, and Santos has refused to step down. The vote for Speaker is expected around noon today. The House won't be able to conduct any other business until the Speaker is elected. Em Nguyen, ABC News, Washington.
If you have been on the fence about getting a pet, a new study found besides having a new cuddle buddy, pets can also help you stick to your New Year's resolutions. If you are hoping to get outside and get a little exercise, dogs and even some cats can be great walking buddies, and they will definitely hold you accountable.
If you walk at the same time every day, they'll usually start to cue you a few minutes before and say, I'm ready for my walk.
Pets can also help lower the stress levels in your life.
The joy and unconditional love they bring is de-stressing in and of itself. But if you want to go even a little bit further, you can do things like meditation with your pet or maybe even yoga.
If you would like to be more charitable in the new year, consider fostering a pet or adopting a pet.
Did Scraps just get a huge donation?
Hey, we were just talking about it.
Yeah.
We were, yeah.
Go get an animal to go do yoga with.
Depends on what kind of animal, I suppose.
I think on the slippery roads, everybody just goes out on all fours.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, we do have some slippery roads in places.
Just got to take it easy. Happy New Year, by the way.
Same to you.
Welcome to 2023, which is coming rather quietly, and we sort of like it, even with me involved. 27 degrees currently, the dew point at 25. 92% humidity. What this is saying is that in the West Plains, you don't have a high amount of fog. Into Coeur d'Alene, 27, the dew point at 26, 96% humidity, so a little higher incidence of fog over into Coeur d'Alene. And certainly as we look at the Doppler radar, this fog has been thick enough with, again, that freezing fog that we literally see that as it makes its way up through Spokane, Coeur d'Alene, and heading north. And again, it's just this dense cloud cover that's just sitting on the floor. 30 will be our high today, so below average. I get that. 32 is an average high for this time of year. The patchy fog, we're going to see more of that overnight into tomorrow morning with a high of 21, or an overnight low of 21 degrees, excuse me. Right now, we're sitting at 27. Coeur d'Alene, you're right there. Colville, you're there. Ritzville still taking the day off. 28 into Grand Coulee, and down into the Palouse-Pullman, you're into the mid-20s. We look at what we can expect with our forecast radar, and we go through our area between Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. We're going to see pops of maybe some light snow showers that will be very quick. They'll move out, cloudy, and then clearing tomorrow and partly cloudy. Our highs today are going to be hovering just at freezing or a little below, not looking too bad. When we look at our planning forecast, what we see is temperatures getting to above average. Tomorrow, partly cloudy and 32. 35 on Thursday. Now, Wednesday night into Thursday, we have that chance, that opportunity of some light snow or maybe even some light rain into the afternoon. But then it dries out. Just about a 20% chance of scattered showers. Highs nearing 40 degrees Friday all the way through the weekend. Should be great skiing. It is 20 minutes past 6. It is Tuesday, and it's time for our Pet of the Week.
What better way to start the new year than with a new family member, or two? These adorable older Chihuahuas are brother and sister and have lived their entire lives together. Since their owner passed away, they have been spending time at Kootenai Humane Society waiting for a new home. They are both sweet and friendly and love to do tricks for treats. However, sitting on your lap to give you kisses is their favorite thing. They love each other so much that they would like to continue living their lives together. So they are patiently waiting for someone with a heart big enough to adopt them both. If you are interested in meeting Olivia and Buddy, just visit our website at kootenaihumane.org for all the information. Let's start their new year off right and keep these two together for the rest of their lives.
Oh, so sweet. Is now 6:21. Coming up next in sports, how Mississippi State honored the memory of Coach Mike Leach during their bowl game. And Gonzaga Bulldogs have moved up in the rankings again. Sports director Julian Minnesone is up next with why Coach Few says, though, they can't take their upcoming matchup with San Francisco lightly.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Don't need glasses? See us for your contacts and save on your annual supply.
Chewelah Casino continues to be the place that treats you right in 2023. Earn entries now by playing your favorite games to win a share of $8,600 cash and a big screen smart TV. Prize drawings start at 5 p.m. Saturday, January 28th. Sports betting, table games, food, and jackpots. Chewelah Casino, we are the place that treats you right. 100% non-smoking, north of Spokane on Highway 395.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
With our huge expansion, Lookout Pass has doubled with 500 acres of new terrain, including 14 new intermediate and advanced trails, plus a second quad lift. Our terrain is twice as big and twice as fun. This is the year to ski Lookout Pass. We still have the best powder. We're still the most affordable with adult tickets as low as $52. And we're still the most fun with friends and family. Make the easy right off the Interstate Drive to Lookout Pass. Visit skilookout.com for more.
Are you ready for this? Ready to take chances? Will you push and break your limits? Are you ready to be a legend? Are you ready to fight to be fearless? Are you made for greatness? This is your moment. Ready for this.
Be advised, this is a once-in-a-lifetime chance to save 40 to 80% on a hot tub and swim spa Friday through Sunday. Major manufacturers and warehouses clearance of new 2023 inventory. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Over 100 hot tubs on display and everything must go. See the revolutionary swim spa. You can exercise, swim, and relax without the expense and maintenance of a pool. Hot tubs starting at $29.95. All inventory 40 to 80% off. 18-month interest-free financing. Trade-ins welcome. Free delivery. We'll even haul away your old hot tub. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Shopko Optical welcomes more insurance plans than ever. Call to book an exam and verify coverage.
Welcome into Morning Sports. I'm Julian Minensone. It's been almost a month since the passing of former Washington State football coach Mike Leach. From all the videos to the celebration of life ceremony, there's been no shortage of tributes to the late great coach. Leach's team, Mississippi State, decided to honor him one more time.
The head coach of the Bulldogs, Mike Leach, has been honored across college football this whole bowl season, particularly today in the pregame, the bands, all the tributes on the field.
Mississippi State football paid tribute to Leach during their matchup against Illinois in the ReliaQuest Bowl on Monday. The team wore pirate-themed helmets during the game in honor of Leach's nickname, the Pirate. Now, the team also took a delay of game penalty from air raid formation. Leach, who also coached at Washington State for 8 seasons, was the innovator of the air raid offense. Mississippi State also won the game 19-10. Penn State defeated Utah in the Rose Bowl game 35-21. Utah quarterback Cam Rising was taken out of the game in the third quarter due to an injury. Penn State wins its second Rose Bowl in school history. This is also Utah's second straight loss in the Rose Bowl game. Gonzaga basketball moved up to number 9 in the AP poll. The Bulldogs will be favored when it takes on San Francisco on the road on Thursday. Despite the recent success, Bulldogs head coach Mark Few says they can't take San Francisco lightly.
This is going to be hard every night, especially for this team in this particular league. It's going to be very hard for us every night. It is. Okay, I've been in this thing 25 years. It's going to be hard. And so celebrate the wins. We got one, and now we got a tough road trip coming up.
And tip-off between Gonzaga and San Francisco is set for 8 o'clock Thursday night. That'll wrap us up for Morning Sports.
Good morning. Northwest time is 6:26. As we go to a break, here's your first look at what's coming up on GMA at 7 o'clock. We'll be right back.
In this morning's GMA First Look, a recent student of accused Idaho murder suspect Bryan Kohberger describing how the TA acted in the weeks leading up to his arrest.
He was pretty distant. He answered a lot of questions with sort of canned responses that he clearly had, thought of before. And he'd look at the ground when he was up at the front of class.
Hayden Stinchfield speaking out, saying Kohberger's demeanor changed around the time of the murders.
I remember he looked a little bit more disheveled. He had some stubble coming on. His hair was a little, messed up or whatever. Nothing crazy, but enough that I remember seeing him and thinking oh man, finals must be really getting to him or something like that.
And coming up at 7 a.m., George Stephanopoulos talks live with the father of victim Kaylee Gonzalez. With your GMA First Look, I'm Kana Whitworth, ABC News.
Moderate to severe eczema. It doesn't care if you have a date, a day off, or a double shift. Make your move and get out in front of eczema with steroid-free Sabinco. Not an injection. Sabinco is a once-daily pill for adults who didn't respond to previous treatments, and it's proven to help provide clearer skin and relieve itch fast. Sabinco continuously treats eczema whether you're flaring or not.
Sabinco can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Before and during treatment, your doctor should check for infections and do blood tests. Tell your doctor if you've had hepatitis B or C, have flu-like symptoms, or are prone to infections. Do not take with medicines that prevent blood clots, serious, sometimes fatal infections, lymphoma, lung, skin, and other cancers. Serious heart-related events and blood clots can happen. People 50 and older with heart disease risk factors have an increased risk of serious heart-related events or death with JAK inhibitors.
It's time to get out in front of eczema. Ask your doctor about once daily Sabinco.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by Fairway Floor.
Pure Filtration Products is your Inland Northwest indoor air quality specialist. With a 12,000 square foot warehouse of filters, you are sure to find what you need for your commercial, industrial, or manufacturing needs.
I recommend working with PFP because they have the product that I need.
PFP's high quality products can assist in eliminating airborne contaminants. PFP can size UV light to your system to disinfect the air to keep it clean and safe.
I recommend PFP because of their service, the quality of their product, and I'll keep coming back.
Call or come in and talk to one of our certified air filtration specialists.
Kelly here at Colville Toyota with the pups, cruising in this new Toyota Highlander.
We've met many new neighbors and come to love this beautiful region.
Our hometown-friendly restaurants, scenic rivers, Colville, Kettle, and Columbia.
Confederated County Museum, the golf course, hiking around Colville Mountain, a leisurely picnic at one of our parks,
or just a beautiful scenic drive.
Our region has plenty to offer, and so does Colville Toyota.
Your small town dealership with a big heart.
Here we grow again. Even more fun is headed to Spokane Tribe Casino. You love Caesar Sportsbook, the grill and bar, and larger variety of games we recently added. Gear up for a new food court, a completely smoke-free gaming area, a state-of-the-art entertainment venue, and more. Things just keep getting better. Get in on the $100,000 giveaway and your chance at the $50,000 grand prize in honor of 5 great years of Spokane Tribe Casino. You just win here.
From 4 News Now, this is Good Morning Northwest.
The 4 News Now story tracker with the stories you are reading about this morning. The 19-year-old accused of attacking New York police with a machete near Times Square New Year's Eve is under arrest and facing attempted murder charges. A diary found in Trevor Bickford's backpack had a chilling message, quote, "This will likely be my last entry." Another diary entry also expressed a desire to join the Taliban. The FBI says Bickford was on a terror watch list, but his Amtrak ride from Maine to New York did not trip any watch list databases. An apparent Ukrainian strike in Russian-occupied eastern Ukraine appears to have killed a large number of Russian troops, according to the Ukrainian military. The strike, which occurred in the Donetsk region, killed at least 63 Russian troops, making it one of the deadliest episodes of the war for Russian forces. The attack has led to vocal criticism of Moscow's military from pro-Russian military bloggers who claim the troops lacked protection. Today, Brazilians will bid a final farewell to soccer great Pelé as a funeral procession takes his coffin through the streets of Santos to his final resting place for a private funeral. That will conclude a 24-hour public wake, which began Monday at the Urbano Caldeira Stadium, the home of his former football club. Pelé is regarded as one of the greatest athletes in history. Brazil held 3 days of national mourning following his death. Good morning, Northwest. I'm Robin Nance. It is Tuesday, January 3rd. Mark Peterson is here with our First Alert forecast to kick off this short week for lots of folks.
Yeah, and in the First Alert weather, in that First Alert weather app, put that on your New Year's resolution to download it. We're going to see cloudy conditions. We're going to have some patchy freezing fog. Temperatures holding relatively steady. It was 28 coming into work. It's now 27 degrees. And again, just cloud cover with light winds less than 10 miles an hour. The 4 things you need to know. Patchy freezing fog. Yeah, it's been with us. It'll continue throughout the morning hours. It's going to be cloudy and cold today. Isolated flurries coming in for Wednesday into Thursday, where we will see a wintry mix midweek, and then things should dry out for the weekend. We look at the live satellite and radar, and we have had that low cloud deck and triggering, again, the radar to say, yeah, we see those crystals. We also into the Tri-Cities see that potential. So today, we're going to see temperatures hovering around 30 degrees and average highs 32, so just below average. And over the next 12 hours, cloudy conditions. We're going to see that patchy fog. And again tonight, that same thing. Our high today, 2, 3 o'clock, it's going to be around 30 degrees.
All right, Mark, thank you very much. Neighbors in shock finding out an accused killer lived next door. WSU PhD student 28-year-old Bryan Kohberger was arrested at his parents' Pennsylvania home Friday. And in just a few hours, he will have an extradition hearing that could return him to Idaho to stand trial. Sydney Charles is live at the Breaking Now desk. Sydney, how are those who know him reacting to his arrest?
Robin, former classmates and students of Bryan Kohberger say they are now in disbelief after receiving the news about his arrest. Listen to this.
It was just like totally jarring, totally shocking to realize that this person that had been, kind of grading my papers was, allegedly this like horrible murderer.
And the community where Kohberger lived during his time as a PhD student at WSU is also in shock. Take a look. These are the Steptoe Village apartments in Pullman. It's a community of young families, U.S. and international students, who all could have been living next to a killer. Many were too scared to go on camera, but told 4 News Now Kohberger would come home late. One neighbor says she knew he was home when his headlights flashed through her window. And former classmates of Kohberger's in Pennsylvania are also speaking out, saying he may have had a possible obsession with crime.
He's always, been kind of curious as to how the human mind works, I guess, and especially as it relates to crimes, to criminals.
Some families living at the Steptoe Village apartments are saying they want to move away since the apartments are now caught up in the Moscow murder case. Reporting in studio, Sydney Charles, 4 News Now.
This week, the FDA is expected to announce if it will give accelerated approval of an experimental new treatment for Alzheimer's disease. It's called lecanemab. It is one of the first experimental dementia drugs that appears to slow the progression of cognitive decline. Accelerated approval allows for earlier approval of drugs that treat serious conditions and fill an unmet medical need. Phase 3 trials indicate lecanemab has shown potential as an Alzheimer's treatment, but there are also safety concerns. It's been associated with certain serious adverse events, including brain swelling and bleeding. A man in Ohio is accused of killing a Dollar Tree employee with a machete. Police in Upper Sandusky were called to the store late Sunday afternoon for a man waving a machete. When police arrived, they found the woman dead. The attacker had already left the scene, but officers found and arrested him. It's not clear if the victim and suspect knew one another, and there's no word yet on a motive. The number of new U.S. citizens is way up. According to Pew Research, officials swore in nearly 1 million immigrants during the last year. That's the third highest number ever. One of the reasons is that many naturalizations were put on hold because of the pandemic. Also, more people who have lived in the U.S. as legal residents for years are becoming citizens. Some of them say that's because they are worried immigration policies might make it difficult for them to stay if they don't. 24 million Americans from Texas to Tennessee are under alert for severe storms. Heavy snow and ice is shutting down multiple interstates near Sedona, Arizona, while drivers in Colorado are also facing treacherous conditions. And down south, damaging winds, even tornadoes are possible.
What you want to do is protect yourself with as many walls between you and the outside.
San Francisco saw one of its wettest days ever, flooding restaurants and businesses. And in Sacramento County, 2 levees failed, flooding roads and stranding hundreds of drivers. California is bracing for 2 more storms later this week. It's now 6:36. Makes things here look mighty calm.
Yeah, not too bad. I mean, we take a real quick snapshot of America, and the upper Midwest has all the snow. That's where you spent your early years.
Yes, I did.
And New England is wet, and we're going to continue to see that mess. But here in the Pacific Northwest, we're calming down. We're cooling down, and we're going to have an okay week as 2023 continues.
4 News Now on your time with Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
Bill's Heating and Air is now accepting applications for plumbers, electricians, HVAC professionals, and highly motivated people wanting a career in the heating and air conditioning business. Every new hire is trained in our one-of-a-kind training center, featuring instructors with decades of HVAC experience and a climate-controlled state-of-the-art lab where employees receive extensive hands-on training. Apply today in person at 1007 North Boulder Court, Post Falls, Idaho, or call 208-777-5528.
It's time. Time to set your eyes free. Free from limitations in your vision. Free from glasses and contacts. Free to see your best and be your best. It's time to smile. Smile is state-of-the-art laser vision correction, or LVC for short. Smile is easy on the eyes. It's bladeless, flapless, and effortless.
Contact Empire Eye Physicians today to learn more about Smile, the new alternative to LASIX.
For over 25 years, Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been your choice for the best in floor covering for your home or business. Flooring choices can be overwhelming. At Fairway Floor, our professional design staff simplifies the process by working with you to make your dream a reality. From remodels to new construction, let Fairway Floor help you dream it, design it, live it. Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet, North Idaho's premier flooring store. Come in and see it for yourself.
It's time to start the new year off right in a new Toyota from Findlay Downtown Toyota. The new 2023 models are available, which means you can now order your style, pick your color, and build your Toyota just the way you want it. I'm thinking red. And if you're looking for a certified pre-owned vehicle, we've got over 3 blocks full of great choices to make your 2023 the best year yet with a new vehicle from Findlay.
Findlay Toyota's downtown.
Well, looks like our surgery patient is feeling better today.
Yep, I didn't need any oxy today. I thought I'd do a little surgery on the drain.
Huh. Do you need your pain pills anymore?
No.
Well, we should get them out of the house. There are places to drop them off.
Yeah, okay. Actually, I can do that right now.
And I will look at the drain.
Prevent opioid misuse. Find safe medication return options near you at med-project.org.
It's now 6:39. Do you have travel goals for this year? Whether your desire to travel was inspired by your favorite streaming series or some big city dreams, it might be the perfect time to start planning your next vacation to grab some early deals. Experts say the hottest destinations in the U.S. are big cities and warm destinations. But those TV shows we all binged over the holidays are also making a huge splash on vacation inspiration. Travel booking platform Hopper says flight and hotel searches for Sicily went up 50% during the latest season of The White Lotus. And if you're a fan of the hit show Yellowstone, it'll come as no surprise that so-called cowboycations are also on the rise. If you want to get the best deal on your next trip, experts say be strategic.
Best strategy to time your booking to get cheap flights is to book during what we call a Goldilocks window. Not too far in advance of travel, but also not too close, just right in the middle.
That Goldilocks window is about 1 to 3 months before a domestic trip and 2 to 8 months before an international one. And Southwest Airlines is catching up after last week and the week before scheduling meltdown that saw thousands of flights canceled. Over the weekend, the airline had to cancel only a couple dozen flights, but the company is asking its employees for volunteers to help customer service rebook all those passengers affected and match people back up with their luggage. No small feat there.
No, indeed. All right, good morning, everyone. It's Tuesday. Here's your 10-second takeaway. It's going to be that patchy freezing fog. We've seen it in and around the region all morning. Light winter gear is going to be needed because it's not warm by any means. Caution walking, 30 our high today.
Hey, take a look at this video of a cougar making its way across the wildlife undercrossing just east of Snoqualmie. The DOT says this is the second cougar to use this structure, but the first one to use it in 2023. One Twitter user was not impressed and asked to see footage of Bigfoot. The DOT responded saying, quote, "To the best of our knowledge, Bigfoot only comes out when the pass cameras go down." They're so clever. I love them. It's now 6:41. After the break, we have an update on the NFL player injured during last night's Monday Night Football game, Damar Hamlin's condition, and the outpouring of support when Good Morning Northwest continues.
Download the 4 News Now app today.
PB&J?
PB before we go.
P before we go.
P before we go.
See you tomorrow?
Yeah.
The combination of fun and performance is why Kylie and I are excited to show you the Subaru Crosstrek.
The all-wheel drive Crosstrek offers an available 2.5-liter Subaru Boxer engine, giving you extra performance and power unlike anything on or off the road.
There's no shortage of space for passengers and a surprising amount of cargo room for your gear.
The Crosstrek has an 8-inch touchscreen with Apple CarPlay, connecting you with your favorite apps and navigation.
Right now, it's the Subaru Share the Love event. Visit Parker Subaru in Coeur d'Alene.
At Move Fitness, our gyms are designed to keep you moving. From the energetic fun classes to our motivating trainers and state-of-the-art equipment, there's a reason we've been voted the #1 best gym year after year. And every day we come to work focused on you, our top priority, giving you the cleanest facilities for your workout goals. Come on, let's work out. Move Fitness.
Save thousands on the new revolutionary swim spa at a one-time sale. Friday through Sunday. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Exercise with low impact. Swim the entire year and stay in shape. Teach your kids to swim. Unwind and save thousands. Avoid the expense and maintenance involved with a pool. Swim, exercise, and relax in your new aquatic exercise swim spa. Installation in 1 day only. New 2023 inventory. 18-month interest-free financing. Millions of dollars of inventory must be sold. Spokane County Fair and Expo Center. Free admission. Free parking. Call 1-888-SPA-SALE.
As our winter temperatures drop significantly, we'd like to give you some tips on how to keep your pipes from freezing. First, keep the doors under your sinks open so warm air can get to your water lines. You can also keep a drip of water running in your faucets to keep the lines from freezing. If you can, turn the water off to your outside faucets. Cover them and make sure they're not dripping. And cover your crawl space vents so cold air doesn't blow in. We don't want your pipes to freeze in this frigid cold. But if you do need a plumber, call Gold Seal Plumbing today. We're on our way.
Morning.
Who said that? Whoa, where did that come from? Floating money.
Funny.
Good luck out there.
4 News Now is brought to you by All Lines Insurance at alllinesinsure.com.
It's now 6:44. A stunning situation played out on live television during the Bills-Bengals game on Monday Night Football. Buffalo Bills defensive back Damar Hamlin was critically injured while making a tackle. After a long delay, the NFL postponed the game, and Hamlin was rushed to a Cincinnati hospital. Here's ABC's Lionel Moise.
This morning, prayers for Damar Hamlin.
We will all be doing a lot of that.
The 24-year-old Bills safety collapsing on the field in the first quarter after a tackle. The team releasing a statement overnight saying Hamlin suffered a cardiac arrest following a hit in our game versus the Bengals. His heartbeat was restored on the field, adding that Hamlin is currently sedated and listed in critical condition. We have decided not to show the play, but a Bengals player rammed into Hamlin at full speed, appearing to hit him in the head and chest. Hamlin quickly stood up, took 2 steps, and then collapsed. Players were visibly distraught, some crying, others having to look away as medics performed CPR for several minutes before rushing him away in an ambulance to UC Medical Center in critical condition.
CPR, or cardiopulmonary resuscitation, is the action of pushing on the chest in a rhythmic fashion to generate blood flow. And it's only done for one thing and one thing alone, which is cardiac arrest.
A show of unity as players formed a prayer circle around Hamlin as medics worked, and now questions as to what led to the collapse.
Right now, it's impossible to tell. There are types of sudden cardiac arrest caused by arrhythmias that could happen after a hit, but they could also happen to someone sitting on the sidelines. There's other types of cardiac arrest that occur after blunt force trauma to the chest.
The Bills posting a montage of well wishes for Hamlin. Fans have also been donating to a fundraising site that Hamlin recently posted to raise money for a toy drive.
3rd annual toy drive, man. We're doing it for the kids, having a good time, man. So let's get back to it.
That site had a $2,500 goal. It quickly topped millions of dollars overnight. No word yet on when that game will be rescheduled. Some of his teammates were seen overnight arriving at the hospital, but you could feel it watching the game live and even seeing reaction from fans and players. The top concern for everyone over everything, Hamlin's safety. Lionel Moise, ABC News, New York.
And take a live look. An institution in downtown Spokane, the Satellite Diner. I think now I have a hankering for a hot mess.
Oh.
That's one jewel on the menu.
New Year's resolution.
Yeah?
To break the New Year's resolution.
Fine, go to the Satellite, yes.
I think that's absolutely proud.
Oh, yeah, I'm down. I'm down with that.
There we go. Now we'll put that on our list of things to do that we weren't going to do. 27 degrees, not only in Coeur d'Alene, but here in Spokane. We do have some light patchy fog that's been flying around with, again, that snow-like appearance, and we've seen it gather on the roadways. Excuse me, untreated roadways heading north, 395 and 2. Be on the lookout. You're going to see some slippery roads, but that's going to be sort of the morning. 30 for our high today. It's going to be cloudy. It's going to be a gray day, if you will. Winds are going to be relatively light, less than 10 miles an hour. Tonight, sort of the same thing. We're going to see more patchy fog. Temperatures down, though, to 21 degrees, so more dense fog possible. We have currently 27 degrees here and in Coeur d'Alene, 29 Grand Coulee. Moses Lake, you're at 30. We're above freezing into areas of the Tri-Cities if you're heading down there. The potential, they've had some fog, and they've also had a few light showers. Now, we're going to see that potential today of that low cloud deck, and being that freezing fog and light snow flurry still not out of the question. It'll be clearing overnight. Tomorrow we'll have some partly cloudy conditions, and then more snow or rain, snow mixed. Coming in for Thursday, we're looking at a 12 noon there. It's not going to last long, and then it's going to push out. The mountains are going to continue to get the hits, and that's going to be great news for the skiing, which had an amazing weekend by all accounts, looking at not only the snow, but the Facebook posts. 32 will be our high in around Spokane downtown. Post Falls 30, Hayden 30, 31 into Coeur d'Alene. So very consistent. We look at our planning forecast, we can plan on above average temperatures coming in. Really not going to be too shabby. Again, Thursday, we showed you that 50% chance of rain or rain-snow mixed. We're going to have temperatures then bump up following that warmer air mass. So temperatures nearing 40 degrees. I'm rounding up, but it's 39. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday with overnight lows around freezing. That's looking pretty nice.
Yeah, indeed. Okay. What a way to start.
Make your plans. It's the Goldilocks right there.
That's right. Sweet spot. It is now just about 10 minutes before the hour. Your morning sprint's coming up next. Thanks for waking up with Good Morning Northwest on this Tuesday. We'll be right back.
Stream 4 News Now on your TV for free with the KXLY Plus app.
4 News Now is brought to you by the Cal Superstore in Airway Heights.
Save on front load and top load laundry sets at Fred's year-end inventory reduction sale.
This family-size laundry set can handle anything in your laundry basket, and they're on sale for only $8.99 each.
Save an additional 10% with package savings.
This high-capacity laundry set has steam and can wash an entire load in under 30 minutes. Only $8.99 each for this top-rated LG washer and dryer is a great buy.
Fred's year-end inventory reduction sale is on now. Don't miss it.
Let's wave the flag together. Hello, I'm Mark Peterson with 4 News Now, presenting the Great American Flag Swap.
Bring your old tattered flag to any BECU Spokane location on January 13th, and in exchange, you'll receive a new American-made flag from Uncle Sam's Flag and Gift.
BECU is proud to be part of the Great American Flag Swap. We're honored to live in a community that supports veterans and military families who sacrifice for the benefit of us all. Visit us in Spokane and see what banking is like when people come first. BECU, not-for-profit, equals more for people.
What is a jewelry design center? It's a diamond superstore, a center for engagement rings, wedding bands, and anniversary rings, a showroom with unique creations as well as award-winning designers. A fun, comfortable, no-pressure place where you are free to make big, small, or even no decisions at all. We are not your average jewelry store. We are Jewelry Design Center, and we want to be your jeweler for life.
Weather Alert Days on 4 News Now.
That means weather that could be a threat to your family's safety.
The First Alert Weather Team pinpoints the most impactful and dangerous days, warning you early, on air and online. Weather Alert Days, another way we're keeping you safe on 4 News Now.
Looking for a great idea for the holidays? Elkins Resort, Idaho's premier vacation destination, has great getaway specials for some wonderful wintertime fun. So make your reservations today before the season is over. Call Elkins Resort or check out our website at elkinsresort.com.
See breaking news in your area or have a story idea? Contact 4 News Now. This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
It is 6:53, time to get you ready to take on your Tuesday in the morning sprint. Sydney Charles is in studio with the latest update on the Moscow murder case and what we know about the suspect. But let's get right to Mark Peterson first, telling us about some freezing fog in the air.
Yeah, there's no doubt we've seen it throughout the morning. In our first alert weather, again, some of the untreated roads could be acting like winter driving because of that. And we have seen that throughout the Spokane area and then heading north, so be on the lookout. Now, our highs today are going to be hovering around freezing or just below 30 degrees, officially 31 to Coeur d'Alene. And over the next 12 hours, sort of a gray day. That high, though, of 30 expected around 2, 3 o'clock.
An extradition hearing is scheduled for 12:30 today in Pennsylvania for Bryan Kohberger. He's expected to waive extradition, but the criminal complaint in the case will remain sealed until the 28-year-old returns to Idaho to face charges. According to ABC News, investigators were able to link Kohberger to the crime in part by running DNA from the crime scene through a public genealogy database. Sources have also told ABC News that on Kohberger's road trip with his father from Pullman to Pennsylvania, where he was arrested, they were pulled over twice in Indiana, once for speeding and once for tailgating about an hour apart. Sources also say the FBI was watching his Pennsylvania home for 4 days before the arrest. Coverage on the latest developments in the case will continue next on Good Morning America.
Kohberger's lawyer says he intends to waive the extradition hearing to expedite the process because he is, quote, eager to be exonerated. As soon as Kohberger's extradition is waived, he will be cleared for detectives to bring him back to Idaho. At this point, we don't know exactly how or when that'll happen. The answers we are all waiting to hear are in the probable cause affidavit that is on file with the court, and it cannot be opened until Kohberger is in Latah County and has been served the arrest warrant. And investigators say they still need your help more than ever to make sure they have the right person. Moscow's police chief asks that you spread Kohberger's name and photo online and ask those who know him to come forward and contact the tip line by email or phone. The address and number, they're on your screen right now and can also be found on KXLY.com. A Buffalo Bills football player is in critical condition this morning. The Bills-Cincinnati Bengals Monday Night Football game was suspended when Bills safety Damar Hamlin collapsed after suffering a cardiac arrest on the field. After several minutes of CPR, Hamlin was revived and transported to a local hospital for treatment. He is currently sedated in critical condition. The 19-year-old accused of attacking New York police with a machete near Times Square on New Year's Eve is under arrest and facing attempted murder charges. A diary found in Trevor Bickford's backpack had a chilling message. "This will likely be my last entry." Another entry also expressed a desire to join the Taliban. Mourners are turning out in droves to pay final respects to former Pope Benedict as his body lies in state. Benedict XIII died Saturday at the age of 95. After his funeral Thursday, the body of the former pope will be buried immediately in the crypt of the grotto under the basilica, where more than 90 popes have been laid to rest. Today, Brazilians will bid a final farewell to soccer great Pelé as a funeral procession takes his coffin through the streets of Santos to his final resting place for a private funeral. That will conclude a 24-hour public wake. Pelé is regarded as one of the greatest athletes in history. A new year brings new minimum wage to Washington. It's now $15.74. That's an 8% increase. But some local businesses have had to make adjustments to keep up with that increase. They say they're switching up operations and figuring out ways to work more efficiently. Uncle Rusty's Diner couldn't swallow the 8% increase, so customers are already seeing prices increase for certain items on the menu. They realize it may prevent some people from coming in, but they also know they can work around it. Find further details about the adjustments being made by local businesses on KXLY.com. This week, the FDA is expected to announce if it will give accelerated approval of an experimental new treatment for Alzheimer's disease. It's called lecanemab. It's one of the first experimental dementia drugs that appears to slow the progression of cognitive decline. Southwest Airlines is catching up after the last couple of weeks of scheduling a meltdown that saw thousands of its flights canceled. Over the weekend, the airline had to cancel only a couple dozen flights, but the company is asking its employees for volunteers to help customer service rebook all those passengers affected and match people back up with their luggage. Hey, take a look at this video of a cougar making its way across the wildlife undercrossing just east of Snoqualmie. DOT says this is the second cougar to use the structure, the first one, though, to use it in 2023. A final check of weather right after this break.
At 4 News Now, we believe you should expect more from local news. Our team is committed to a community conversation and bringing you information you need when and where you need it. Numerica believes in and supports that mission.
There are many different ways that Numerica gives back. Financial education is my way of giving back to the community by being able to help members in branch and getting the opportunity to go out into schools and teach kids about how to put themselves in a better position financially.
For over 25 years, Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet in Post Falls has been your choice for the best in floor covering for your home or business. Dream it, design it, live it. Fairway Floor Abbey Carpet, North Idaho's premier flooring store.
Want a cool new vehicle for the new year? A new style? Tough four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive? With delayed payments until April 1st, then you need to head down to the Cal Superstores in Airway Heights, Coeur d'Alene, and Spokane, where they are offering up to $600 of free upgrades, like truck lifts, light bars, and tires, to customize your new ride. Get your new vehicle this year at Cal.
All right, just for 7 o'clock, there's a live look, and I gotta tell you, we had some patchy fog that was fairly dense about an hour ago. Looking a little better now. The forecast is going to be a gray day. Temperatures around 30 degrees. We're going to be in the upper 20s, so that thermometer is not going to change very much. As we look at our planning forecast, we see some changes. Partly cloudy tomorrow with a high of freezing. That's about average. 35 with a chance of rain, snow, or a mix on Thursday. But look at Friday through the weekend. Highs around 40. Overnight lows are going to be down to around freezing. That's above average all the way.
All right, not used to that. Mark, thank you very much. And thank you for watching Good Morning Northwest on 4 News. Now, GMA starts right now. We'll see you throughout the morning.